Alright guys, back today. Wanted to talk about the All American Kayak Series event I just did down at Table Rock, and kind of a little overview of the All American Kayak Series season. I fished, this is the third tournament. I fished Palestine, Texas, which was miserable. There was a big ice storm down there, ended up finishing 19th. Went down to Kentucky Lake. It was miserable, high winds, cold weather in the morning, ended up finishing 9th. And then I just fished Table Rock Lake and had the worst finish of the season. Actually, the worst finish I've had since I started doing any of this. I think I finished 35th out of 58 anglers, and not satisfied with that at all. But Saturday morning was a bust. The 40-mile-an-hour winds, and I got frustrated. I broke rods, fell in the water, lost a big 3 or 4 pound smallmouth, broke another 2-3 pounder off at the boat underneath, got hung in a tree, lost a big one on a crankbait, and I just could not put it together Saturday. For some reason, I don't know what was going on. So I went into Sunday with trying to have a positive mental attitude, and I was going to take away something from Table Rock. I wanted to get out there and figure some kind of pattern out, so when I go back I can, have something that I can maybe fall back on. It's only my second time to fish Table Rock. Both times have been a grind. So I went out Sunday morning, it was raining, and just kind of paid attention to my surroundings, got on my sonar, looked around. I found some shad and some spawning spotted bass. I know you can't win it with spotted bass there. It took 85 inches a day down there to win. Not going to do that very often with spotted bass. But I thought, hey man, let's get us a limit this morning of these little short spotted bass, and we could relax. So started out that morning, caught a couple real small ones on a crankbait. Couldn't get them to bite a swim bait, couldn't get them to bite a hair jig, couldn't get them to bite crankbaits. And I picked up the power bait max scent flat nose jerk shad in the white pearl color. Put it on a little 2/0 Gamakatsu finesse hook and started catching some fish. And by 7:45 that morning, I had a limit. The fish, as the sun came up, the fish went a little deeper. So I picked up a belly weighted swim bait hook, put it on the same bait, 3/8 ounce, and would find the schools of these shad near the bottom of the standing timber. And I'd take my Lew's SP, Pro SP on my Lew's reactor speed stick, medium action, and 12-pound line, and I would let this bait sink down 15 to 18 foot deep in the standing timber and twitch it around, and I caught a couple really solid over 16-inch fish. Majority of the time I was throwing 8-pound line, the little 2/0 1/0 hook on it, and just popping it on the surface, catching the short spotted bass. The other fish that I picked up randomly, and all the fish that I caught on day 1 were actually caught on a power bait max scent lunch worm and a tiny G finesse straight shank 1/0 hook and a 3/16 and 1/8 ounce slip weight. And I caught it on my, this is my BFS system. I got a little 7-foot medium light casting rod on a Shimano SLX, shallow spool, reel, and 10-pound line. And man, it saved me at Kentucky Lake too. I caught all my fish on that setup. The worm, small hook, BFS rod and reel. It's been putting them in the boat for me this year, so I'm going to stick with it. Next event's up at Okoboji. It's going to be some clear water, so that's my goal with that. Other than that, man, it's been slow. I got some footage of some of the fish catches and some of the frustration, letting fish jump off the board and anglers cutting me off and the high winds and stuff like that. Just wanted to kind of do a little review. The All American, they're doing for Angler of the Year this year the top 4 tournaments. So I'm sitting real good right now. I'm number 4 after 3 tournaments for Angler of the Year. That's going to change. There's some guys that are heavy hitters that are going to come in late. They're doing other things right now. But, you know, I really need I think I need 1 or 2 more top 10 finishes to clean out the year and make top 25. So that's our goal. We're on May 14th, 15th, going to Lake Okoboji. I'm pretty sure I'm going to fish Big Spirit Lake. That's my plan. And then after that, I'm taking a break. Not going to do any tournaments in June. And July, we're going up to La Crosse, Wisconsin. So that's my schedule right now. That's what I've been doing. And here's some videos of fish catches I caught at Table Rock. Thank you, guys. Look at that. Look at that. First fish in the morning. Not a bad way to start the morning. Well, we got number 3. It's been a hard day. I'm grinding, so maybe we'll get 2 more. It's day 1 of the All American Classic and the Moyak tournament on Table Rock Lake. I'm seeing tons and tons of beds, but I'm not seeing any fish on them yet this morning. So I'm just going to pitch around the outside of these trees and see if we can pick up at least a small limit. I already got 2. Nothing to brag about.